Hi everyone, I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 192. Welcome. Well, I have a few finished objects to show you, only one works in progress. So let's get started and I'll show you what I got done. Okay, so for my finished objects, finished object number one is an amigurumi. This is the Arctic Walrus that I've been working on. This will be a part of a gift for my upcoming grandbaby. And so this is a pattern, I'm reading my notes here, a pattern by the left-handed crocheter. And so here is the Arctic Walrus. It turned out pretty good size. Let me see if I can measure the length here. About 12 inches long. Something like that. So anyway, I think he turned out really cute. So he's got his flippers here in the front, and then he even have the flippers in the back on either side. Okay, those I was thinking maybe they should have been a little bit more thicker. Like these flippers are done like in the round, and so they're actually double thickness, and so it makes them a little more substantial. But then I was thinking, but if you look at a walrus, the flippers are kind of, the back ones are kind of thinner, I think. And so I think these probably are pretty, I guess they're pretty realistic. Anyway, I think it turned out really cute. Like I said, the pattern is by the left-handed crocheter. It is paid for a pattern, but I happened to get it for free because if you like her Facebook page, she will a lot of times for different holidays she'll put out codes where you can get one of her patterns for free, and so that's when I picked it up. I think it was back at Christmas. It was either Christmas or like for New Year's, I can't remember, but anyway, I think it turned out really cute. Now she does have whiskers that she had little sprigs of yarn that you attach in front of each of the teeth, but I decided not to put them on there. But anyway, I think he turned out really cute. Okay, so that is my finished object number one. Okay, finished object number two is another one of the B squared Crochet Along blocks that I'm participating in. This is the Crochet Along that is being put together by Jill over at Fiber Floozy Crafts, and I will link below a playlist where she's got all these blocks so far that she's listed, because she's doing a tutorial for each one. And so this, I believe, is square number 7. I'm behind. I think she's got up to number 11 out already, and each square is a different stitch. And so I think it's a real good thing to participate in if you want to learn new crochet stitches. But anyway, like I said, this is number 7, and so I am behind a few squares, but that's okay. So this is a bobble stitch square. Really like the way this one turned out. I don't necessarily like bobble stitches that much as far as doing them, but I really like the way they come out. So that one, like I said, that is square number 7. Now my squares are coming out roughly 6.5 inch square, just because that's my tension. I believe her squares are coming out 7 inches, but mine are coming out 6.5 inches. So, but it's no big deal, just as long as they come out roughly the same size, because I will be putting them together. Now she's gonna have, I believe, 63 squares, different stitches of these squares. And I think at the end she's gonna put them together for a blanket, which would be one big blanket if they're 7-inch squares. But I am going to just do the squares, and then I will put them together in smaller groups instead of one big group of 63, and make them into like either lap gans or children's blankets or something, and then probably donate them to, I don't know, Project Linus or Aubrey's Angels, which is another group. It's Aubrey's Angels Charity Crochet, and it's a group on Facebook that I belong to, but it happens to be a local group in my area, and so I may put them together and donate them to that group. So anyway, that is finished object number 2. Okay, So let's see, finish object number 3. Okay, so now this is, the pattern says it is a dishcloth, but the size that mine came out of, let me get it, it's crinkling some plastic underneath there, sorry. Okay, so the size turned out pretty large for me for a dishcloth, and so I probably won't use it for a dishcloth. I really like the way the design, it turns out really cool, I think. And so I'm pretty much I think I would use it as like a mug rug or something, or like even maybe a small placemat, or yeah, or a mat to put on an end table or something. But anyway, this is called the Cloudy Dishcloth. Let me see, make sure that is the name. Yes, and it's Lily Sugar and Cream Cloudy Dishcloth. This is a free pattern on Yarnspirations, okay? And so I put this together thinking that I might do a tutorial on it if you are interested. So comment below if you want me to do a tutorial on it, because I think it turned out cute. I think it turned out cute, and it's not just a square. It's different in the construction. So anyway, let me show you. So this is the Cloudy Dishcloth. Now in the picture, I think on the website, they do it, let me show you, I printed out the picture, but it's in black and white. But if you can see that, I think they did it like in white. And so I guess the way it makes kind of a crescent type design, they think of it as a cloud, looking like a cloud. Now that sun here on the back, that's a separate dishcloth that they have also, and they said something about, oh well, if you like the cloudy dishcloth, make the sun dishcloth as well. But they're not sewn together, okay? Or at least I don't think they're stitched together. They're just two separate. But anyway, so that is what I made. But I did it in the Lily's Sugar and Cream, I think that's what it was, Sugar and Cream stripes, okay? And so that is how it turned out, because I wanted to do it in the stripes to see what the design would look like. And I really think it turned out really cool if you had a self-striping cotton yarn. And so that's what it turns out looking like if you do it in not a solid color, okay? So let me know if it's something you would like me to do a tutorial on. Look, it's an S. So I think it's cool. I like it. So let me know in the description box below, and I will do a tutorial on it if you're interested. I did get permission from Yarnspirations to do tutorials on their patterns, and so, and like I said, it is a pattern from them. Okay, so that is finished object number 3, and that is all the finished objects I have to show you for today. So on to works in progress. I've only worked on one other project, one project that's a work in progress, okay? And this is the Sea Life blanket. I'm working on this. This will also be for my grandbaby. I'm pulling here. I'll make sure I don't pull out any stitches before I hold it up here. Okay, so this is the Sea Life blanket. I will pop in a picture right here so you can see what this blanket, the pattern will look like. Or, well, mine's a little different, will be a little different, but this is the pattern I'm using. Okay, so that is the blanket that I'm working on, and this is my progress so far. Okay, so I did the bottom in Red Heart Super Saver stripe, no, not stripe, sorry. Red Heart Super Saver in buff, the sand part at the bottom, okay? And then I have just Red Heart Super Saver, I think, in white right there. And then the ocean color, let me see if you can see all the different shades, how the water's turning out, okay? So the water, now in the pattern you're supposed to use light blue, light turquoise, medium turquoise, and dark turquoise. I think that's how that works. Well, one of my viewers, and I'm sorry to say that I can't remember who it was that told me or suggested, but they had suggested using the Red Heart Super Saver ombre yarn. And so that's what I decided to do, because I had two skeins of the scuba colorway, okay? And so I just picked through it. I picked out the very light colors of the skeins to do the bottom section where it was supposed to be really light, and then I went through and kind of picked out the middle shades of the ombre, and I did the middle section, okay, and then now I am transitioned into the darkest colors of the two skeins, okay. So like, see, here's one of the balls that I'm working at, and this is some of the dark parts of the skein. Okay, so I'm almost done now. So as you can see, I believe, I dropped a pen, sorry. Right here where that marker is, right there, that's where the dark shades started, and I believe I have to do like, I think the pattern says 25 rounds or something from there up to finish it off. And so what I'm doing is I'm just using what I've got so far, what I've got left over of those two skeins, the dark parts of it, and then I'll see how big it is. And if it's large enough, I feel like for baby blanket as far as the size goes, then I'll just go with that instead of having to go buy another skein of the scuba. So we'll see how it turns out. But I've got quite a bit of this dark, because I've got this ball, and then I've got I think two or at least one other like the leftover skein that's in more skein shaped. I haven't skein shaped. I haven't rolled up yet, and so like I said, we'll see how big it turns out, because look, as you can see, it's pretty big. It's getting there, you know. And so and so like I said, I'll finish those up, and then we'll see how big it is. It may not be 25 rounds more, rows more, but we'll see. Okay, so as you saw in the picture, this is just the background of the blanket, and then there's appliques that you put on, that you stitch on the front. Okay, so in the appliques, now this is for my grandbaby to be, my grandson that's going to be arriving in May. And so the nursery theme is Yellow Submarine, or like Beatles songs, okay? This was the theme that my son and daughter-in-law picked out for the baby. And so as you can see in that picture, there's a yellow submarine right in the middle of the blanket. And then there's an octopus, which is good because there's a song from the Beatles that's called Octopus Garden, so that's why there's an octopus in there. And then there's some fish and starfish, different things that are like on the beach and in the water besides the yellow submarine. Okay, so that's one reason I made the walrus, because there is a Beatles song that's called I Am a Walrus, I think. And so I made the walrus to go along with it. I also made a dolphin, which just kind of goes with the sea theme, of this blanket. And I showed you that was Doris the dolphin, I think. I think I showed you that last episode when I finished that one. But anyway, now what's missing on that blanket is a walrus applique. And so I contacted Carrie of Carrie's Crochet. That's the name of her YouTube channel, and she has tutorials, many tutorials on different types of crochet appliques, and she does such a great job designing them, and her tutorials are great. And so I contacted her and I asked her, do you have a walrus that I could use for a baby blanket for my grandbaby? And she said, no, but I can design one. And I think I asked her that back in maybe December, I think. And so she said, well, she had a long list of people requesting different appliques, and so she said do you need it right now? And I said, no, I can wait a little while. I said the baby's due in May. And so she said, well, I'll have it for you in February. Well, she contacted me, and she's got the tutorial finished for a walrus, and it turned out so cute. And so I can't wait to make it. It's awesome. And so I will link that video below in the tutorial. She just posted it, and so you can check it out. But I think it's going to be really cute, and so I can't wait to make it, and then I can put it on this. I will be including it with the other appliques on this blanket, so I think it's going to turn out really cute. But I'm just dropping everything in the floor. I'm sorry. got too much stuff on my desk. Okay, so that is all my works in progress. I didn't get as much, I mean, I guess that seems like a lot of stuff that I got done, but most of this stuff I got done the end of last week, because if you've known or been watching the news, here in Texas, it snowed, and it hadn't snowed in like 30, well, yeah, I can't remember, maybe 10 years ago it snowed where we had maybe not even an inch, maybe an inch, maybe, of snow on the ground, and by noon it was melted and gone. That was it. Okay, so the last time it snowed substantially here was in 1985, which I was in college. Okay, so, well, it snowed here. I can't believe it. So, of course, us Texans was not prepared for a snow and a winter storm. And so we had quite a few power outages and people being out without water. It's kind of been a mess around here. And so when that started, it started on Saturday, this past Saturday night, I think. And so Sunday we woke up, and I think it was Sunday. The days have just run together for me. But anyway, the night that it snowed, I think that was on Sunday, and we woke up Monday morning, Valentine's Day, with snow on the ground. It was beautiful. I took some really pretty pictures, or I think pretty pictures, and I will pop in, let's see, I have 3 pictures I think that I can pop in here. One of them is a tree in our backyard. It looks so pretty with snow on it, and so I will pop that picture in right here. Okay, and then the next picture is a picture of my youngest son, who is my son that is still at home, that lives at home. My youngest son and Teddy, and so he wanted me to take his picture holding Teddy out in the snow, and so here is that picture right here. And then the last picture I'm going to pop in is a snow angel that my son made, and so I took a picture of the snow angel. So here's that one. Okay, so everything was great until we started having power outages. And so from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we had very little power. Thank goodness we have a fireplace, and so that helped keep us warm. We never lost our water supply, thank goodness. A lot of people did, but we didn't. But now they're telling us we need to boil the water for a while. So anyway, we got like 4 to 5 inches, something like that, of snow, okay? And then by yesterday, it melted, okay? So yesterday was Wednesday, but we were still having power outages. That's why I didn't get Whip Wall Wednesday done that video done yesterday, because of just all of that chaos going on, because having to cook in the fireplace and maybe cook when we had very few minutes of power that would come on. We'd have maybe 30 minutes of power and it'd shut off. And so, running around and catching things to, when we did have power, to either cook, microwave something, or charge something, or, it's just crazy. So anyway, last night, which was, well, Wednesday, the power came on yesterday evening, and so far we still have power, as you can see. So I'm very thankful for that. But it is snowing again outside, but this time I think we're only supposed to get maybe 3 inches, maybe something like that. And so tomorrow morning it's going to be below freezing, but then in the afternoon it's going to be in the 40s Fahrenheit, and so it should start melting. So, and then that should be it. They think that will be the end of our winter weather, at least anything big. So we'll see. So anyway, after all of that, I'm just now kind of getting back into crocheting, wanting to crochet. A few days there I was not crocheting. It was just too busy just doing everything else, or it was too dark to see here in the house to crochet. So anyway, that's why I just have one works in progress. Okay. long explanation, let's go back to crochet stuff or yarny stuff. Okay, so I have some acquisitions I can show you. Okay, so I found this pattern online, online, and I will pop in a picture right here of, this is a pattern, well, it's a pair of little characters that I wanted to make, and this is what inspired me to order some yarn. So I want to make this little couple right here. Okay, so do you recognize that couple? I thought it was so cute when I found them and found that it was a free pattern, and I cannot wait to make them. And if you haven't guessed already, then the little couple, it's a little couple of mice, male and female, and it is Bianca and Bernard from The Rescuers, which is a Disney movie. And I remember that movie from way back. And in fact, there's two of them. There's The Rescuers, which is awesome, so cute and funny. And then The Rescuers Down Under, which is also really cute and funny. And they are available to see. If you have Disney Plus, they are available on there to watch. Anyway, when I saw that pair of Bianca and Bernard, I have to make them. And I believe they're made with DK yarn. And so if you saw in the picture, Bianca is white with her little coat and beret. I think it's a beret. But then I think it's a beret or like a pillbox hat. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, Bernard is gray. And so I did not have, well, I have a little bit of DK or number 3 weight, baby weight yarn that's gray, but only just a small ball of it. And so I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead because I need to use that for the nativity set for my donkey that I'm going to be making also. So I decided to order some more of that gray yarn, and that gray yarn is Bernat Softy Baby in the color flannel. So there is that. So I ordered this from Michael's, and so I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and order 4 of them because I was thinking, without coming and checking my yarn supply in here, I was thinking that I had gotten a multicolored yarn that I believe there's no ball bands on it, but I think it's a Bernat Softy Baby in the, I don't know what colorway, the name of the colorway, but it is a multicolored that's pink and white and what I thought was gray. And so I thought, well, I'll order 4 of them. So here's a 3-pack plus this one. And so that way I will make some blanket or something using that multicolored yarn that I thought had gray in it. And it was where I got it. It was, I believe it's from Yarnspirations. It was some mystery bags of yarn where you got a pound of acrylic yarn for, it was like $2.99, I think. And so, that's where it came from. And so I was thinking, oh, it'll go with that, and I'll use that multicolored with the solid color of the gray and make some blanket. Well, after I got them, I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and come in here and put the yarn in with that multicolor yarn. Well, came in here, looked at it. This was it. But if you can see, that is not gray. I don't know if you can tell, but that is pink and white and then kind of a brown. There's a brown color in there. It's not gray. And so I was like, ah. And so I'm thinking, let me see. Yeah, I think that it'll go with this Bernat Softy Baby that I have, and it's called Little Mouse, and I've got two full skeins of that plus maybe 2/3 or more of another skein. And so I think that it's that brown. See that? Can you see they go together? Okay, so anyway, so now I have this 4 skeins of this gray, but gray will go with anything. In fact, I think, yeah, well, I've got some ice cream. I don't know if you can see it, but I've got some right there. I've got some lime brown ice cream in Cookies and Cream that it's got gray in it. Also, that's a 3 weight. And I have some boy colors up there that I could put together with the gray. So anyway, that's why I ordered 4 skeins of it. But definitely I'm going to be using some for Bernard. and then do Bianca in the white. But I thought that little pair of mice were so cute. I just could not resist them, and I love those movies. So so that will be upcoming, okay? And then another acquisition I ordered. Now this comes from Hirschner's, and I found, and it was inspired by another pattern that I found. And now I tried to take a screenshot of the thumbnail because this pattern is actually a YouTube tutorial. And so I will pop the picture here where I tried to take a picture of the thumbnail. But it's not I mean, it's cute, but it's not as cute as when you look at the video and when she turns it in different ways, and then you can kind of see what it looks like better than this thumbnail picture. But I will link that tutorial. Oh, and I will link Bianca and Bernard, that pattern. I'll link that below as well so you can find that. But anyway, so what inspired my Hirschner purchase, it's a small purchase, is this monkey keychain. Yeah, and it's a tutorial. The lady, I don't know if she's speaking, I don't know if it's Spanish or Portuguese. I'm not sure what it is, but there's English subtitles, which is awesome. And so I've got to make this because it's like backpack buddy size. I think they're so cute. And this little monkey is so cute. I had to get the yarn, well actually it's thread, to make it. So let me pop that picture right here of the monkey keychain. Okay, so I thought that was so cute, and when I was watching part of the tutorial, I was thinking, oh, I've got to make those. So I was looking to see because I think she uses number 5 crochet thread. Okay, so if you're not familiar with crochet thread, I don't have it. Well, I have this. Let me pull this out. Okay, so crochet thread is crochet cotton. They have a real fine I mean like really thin thread that's like a size 20. So the bigger the number, the thinner the yarn is, okay? So regular doily yarn, what I think of doily yarn is actually a size 10 crochet. Let me grab one. Okay, I got one out of my closet here. So this is a size 10. I don't know if you can see how thin that is. Okay, that is a size 10. Usually they call it for maybe a number 7 of the steel crochet hooks, which is like 1.75 millimeter or something. I'm thinking, I'm not positive. But anyway, so that's a size 10, and that's usually like a doily shape. Now these heart doilies that I made, now I held 2 of the size 10 threads together to make this. Okay, so these are a little thicker. Okay, so the pattern that she called for was a size 5, which would be a little thicker than this size 10 thread, but I didn't have any of that. They also make a size 3, which is what I ordered. Okay, so this actually, I'll hold it up. This is a size 3. I don't know if you can tell, but it is. Can you tell that this green here is finer than this size 3? This is a size 10. Maybe you can tell that this is a little bit thicker. And so, like I said, it called for a 5, so I'm thinking this 3, the little monkey's going to be a little bit bigger. So, but anyway, I'll make one, see how it turned out and how big it will be. So anyway, I needed a brown and a cream for his face, you know, and features. And so the brown I got is this color here. Yeah, you can see a good color. This is called Coffee. Yeah, and it is a dark brown. You see that? It's dark brown, okay? I actually wanted a medium brown, but I was having a hard time getting the right color brown or finding it in the number 3. So that's what I end up getting. This one is a dark brown. And then this one is called Bridal White. But to me, it's like a cream or ivory color, maybe. It's focusing. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be using for the features. And I got these from Hirschner's. It's Aunt Lydia's Crochet Thread, which is pretty common brand. I see the Aunt Lydia's brand of the number 10. I just don't usually see the number 3 very often. So anyway, that was purchase that I got from Hirschner's. And then I'm going to be using some safety eyes. I have some 4mm safety eyes and I think some 5mm. So I'll just have to see, because I think maybe she used beads, but I'm going to use safety eyes. And so I think those will be small. One of those will be small enough to fit in that little monkey. And anyway, I'm just afraid that this brown right here is going to be kind of too dark, but we'll see. If I like the pattern and I think it's turned out really cute, then maybe I'll do it again, maybe, and try to find a lighter color brown. We'll see how it turned out. But anyway, so that is an upcoming pattern, as well as that monkey keychain. Okay, so that's my acquisitions, I think, yeah, here recently. And so let's go on to upcoming. I've already talked about these 2 patterns that I'm wanting to eventually start. Also, I was supposed to do Whip Wall Wednesday, episode number 24, yesterday, and with the power outages and everything, I just didn't get it done. And I thought, well, I'd try to get this video and then that video done today, but I'm thinking that, because I'm still iffy about the power, it might cut out on us. I'm hoping not, but it might. So I thought, well, I'll just get this video done today and upload it and all that while I have power, and then I probably will wait until for Whip Wall Wednesday to do it next week. And so next week will be a double feature. It'll be Whip Wall Wednesday episode 24, but then it'll also be Movie and Stitch, the collab I'm doing, my C movie, my movie that starts with a C, and the project that I'm working on for that collaboration that I'm doing. And so I'll do both of those on this upcoming Wednesday, get back on track. So anyway, that will be upcoming. I have 2 more preemie hats that I need to make for this month for my Halloween hat drive donation goal of 4 per month up to October. And so I need to do preemie hat number 3 and 4. And I haven't picked out patterns yet, what I'm going to make, but so I need to get that done before the end of this month, so that'll be upcoming. Okay, I think that's it. I've told you about my fiasco for the last few days. Thank you so much to all those that have messaged me and contacted me different ways, asking me how I was doing. There are 2 ladies that I've met through YouTube that are here in San Antonio, where I live, and we've messaged back and forth. Do you have power? Is your power on again? Oh no, mine's off again. So we've been checking back and forth between the 3 of us to see how we're all doing. And but I've had so many on the Facebook group check in on me to make sure everything was going good. And so I appreciate that so much. So thanks to all of you that have recently subscribed to my channel, and those that have been with me from the beginning. I appreciate each and every one of you. I consider you all my yarny friends, and I just really appreciate you commenting on my videos and watching my videos and giving me support and advice and ideas. I get some great information from all of your input, so I really appreciate it. So if you haven't subscribe, please consider doing so. And also, if you're on Facebook, you can go over and subscribe or ask to join my Facebook group, Yarnjoy Podcast, so I can see pictures of what you're working on. I always enjoy seeing what everybody's working on because it inspires me, gives me ideas as well. So thanks guys for watching, and everybody have a great weekend. So everybody take care. If you're in cold weather area, stay warm, and if you are in my wonderful friends down under, I know it's summer for you right now, so I hope that you stay cool if it's your summer season right now. So everybody have a great weekend upcoming, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.